Well, liberal studies is a kind of college experience or a kind of study where you learn about many aspects of what it is to be a human being. You learn about different dimensions of life as a human being. You cultivate some of your ethical considerations and reasoning, and you get usually a broad education. We're one of the original liberal studies programs. We've been around for 40 years, since Sangamon State was started. And a thing to remember is that in the 1960s, there was a lot of re-evaluation of why people went to the universities and what they were supposed to get out of universities or even high school education. There was a talk about making it more relevant, more student-centered, and this spawned a lot of experimental schools and experimental ideas in education. Our program here at Sangamon State, now University of Illinois Springfield, is one of a group of a few schools that began then in the late 60s or very early 70s that have sustained their existence all the way until the present time. So for 40 years we've been letting students create their own degrees and explore the liberal arts in their own way. The department has always been dependent on the entire university. That is, our department is a home ground where students learn how to build a degree. But then the students rely on faculty from all the disciplines, all the departments, all the colleges, all 4 of them here on this campus. Our core faculty here in the department right now, there aren't so many of us, just 3. Myself, Eric-Hadley-Ives. My expertise is in mental health services, social work, social cohesion, community influences on individuals that live in those communities, mental health services, did I ever say that? Anyway, and also community organizing and community action. Rosina Nijinsky is interested in arts, culture, literature. Her background is in comparative literature. She also has studied education and technology. Her specialty is the symbolist movement, which was an intellectual and artistic movement in the late 19th century that you could consider a precursor to the New Age movement. It had a lot of idealism and inspired many of the artists, particularly in France, there in the late 19th century. So she's actually a world-recognized expert in that field, and our department is actually the host of an international conference on the symbolist movement that occurred a year ago and will occur again in another year, and also a journal about the symbolist movement is one that she organizes and edits. William Klein, is our newest hire, but he's been around for a few years. His expertise is in business ethics and economics and business from a philosophical point of view. He has a Ph.D. in philosophy, but his particular interest is in people like Adam Smith and Hume, and he considers the sort of the ethics or the philosophy of business.